From News 19, I'm meteorologist Daniel Bonds. We'll start off in the tropics where we're watching this area. This is the latest from the National Hurricane Center. They now give this a high chance of further development over the next 7 days. If you like the numbers, they're giving this a 70% chance of development. It's still a long ways away from any kind of landmass, but still looks like it's becoming a little bit better developed. So at this point, 8 to 14 days out, it's worth a mention and something to continue to monitor, but not a big deal at this point. We're only 8 days away from the autumn equinox. So a week from tomorrow, September 22nd. It has felt a little bit like fall over the past few mornings at least, and the afternoons have been relatively warm. Ragweed and grasses still causing you some seasonal allergy issues if you are suffering at this point. The records are 97 and 47, and back in 1976 we did pick up 2.7 inches of rainfall. Yesterday we had a little bit of sunshine. We had a few clouds out there, managed to hit 83 degrees at the Columbia Metropolitan Airport. No rain at the airport either. Here's our current setup. We do have an area of low pressure off the coast. Last week it looked like this low may move into parts of South Carolina. You notice a lot of rain associated with it, and we do have high pressure out towards our west. We'll zoom in a little bit closer to the Palmetto State. Some clouds for at least parts of the Midlands, and that's going to be the case, it looks like, through today, but generally sunny skies this afternoon. As we go into later this evening and tonight, a few more clouds will be possible on your Monday. We'll have these winds generally coming out of the northeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour tomorrow. And it looked like we were going to get some rain on Tuesday. At this point, still pretty dry. Our forecast model Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon shows maybe a stray shower in the upstate of South Carolina with dry conditions for the rest of the Palmetto State. Here's the European forecast model showing a slight chance for rain on Tuesday. I mean, that would be very, very small chances for rain. The American model showing things pretty dry on Tuesday. So at this point, we don't have any rain in the forecast for Tuesday, and it's going to stay pretty dry. Weather Prediction Center indicating just trace amounts of rainfall for the Midlands with nothing expected for at least the southern half of the Midlands. And we certainly could use some rainfall because we are abnormally dry. About 38% of South Carolina is now abnormally dry. So last couple of weeks, not a lot of rainfall. Certainly could use some. Temperatures in the mid 80s later today. We'll have a breeze coming out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight with lows dropping into the low to mid 70s. Maybe heading to the lake this afternoon. The weather's going to be pretty pleasant with those highs once again in the mid 80s. The UV index will be very high today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. So if you are going to be spending any time outdoors, make sure you're protecting your skin and drinking plenty of water. Mid 80s tomorrow. We'll go low 80s Tuesday, mid 80s on Wednesday, near 90 degrees on Thursday, possibly low 90s Friday and into Saturday. And it looks like we will be warmer than normal. In our 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, this would be September 21st through September 27th. And at this point, slight chance for wetter than normal conditions during that same time frame. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that maybe we can get some much needed rainfall at some point, at least in our 8 to 14 day outlook.